That's kind of one of the things I enjoyed with like Blockbuster and stuff, like having to walk in and then just kind of lose yourself in there for like about 30 minutes as you walk through the movies and see what you didn't get to see and you start watching it. Netflix kind of changed that, obviously, but that experience, like going to the toy store, like I was saying, like you don't have that anymore. You don't have the experience to go into toy stores and actually touch the boxes, figure out what you want and then buy it. Now everything's online, everything's Amazon, everything's Netflix. For me, I would love to go back.
Nah,
just like I would love to, man. Not gonna lie.
I'm good. I pay for convenience.
Yeah.
Going to the Red Box, all you gotta do is just.
So you use Redbox?
Redbox and Netflix. I mean,
because Redbox is physical DVDs, right?
But I barely watch TV, to be honest. Barely.
Let's bring the mic a little closer. No, it's all good. Yeah, try to keep it like a fist from your face. Yeah.
Pause.
All right, so let's get the formalities out of the way. If you don't mind introducing yourself and what you do for a living.
What's up? Chacho Trinidad Jr. I fight, professional fighter, and also I'm a reservation manager for Miami Luxury Cars.
Interesting. Okay, so you fight professionally, right?
Yeah.
You have a fight coming up?
I'm looking for October. Nothing confirmed yet, but that's when I'm hoping to fight.
Okay. So how did you get into fighting, and what kind of inspired you to fight?
My sisters told me stop being a bitch.
That'll get you fighting for sure.
Honestly, true story. Yeah.
Wow.
I was getting picked on. I would just go home crying.
Getting picked on from people at your school?
Yeah,
like
when
bullies?
I was a kid. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Where did you grow up? Here in South Florida?
So I was born in DR, went to New York, came to Miami, then went back to New York, and then back to DR, and then came back to Miami.
So where were you born in DR?
Santo Domingo, the capital.
Oh, the capital. Cool. Yeah. My dad was born in Monte Cristi.
Okay.
So up north, closer to the border of Haiti.
Oh, shit. I didn't know that.
Yeah, and then I grew up in Haiti. My mom was born in Haiti. Yeah, so it's similar. Nambule, bro. That's like the classic, greetings. But your name, Trinidad, is that a nickname, Chacho?
Nah, that's my last name.
That's your last name?
Yeah.
So you're not from Trinidad?
Not at all.
Not at all? Okay,
nope.
Wow,
I love Trinidadian food, though.
Yeah, I've never had that, to be honest. Where can I go to get some of those? You have a recommendation down here?
Man, honestly, the best food is just go to Catch Carnival.
Catch Carnival. Oh, like a Trinidad carnival.
They're not, but because it's carnival here in Miami.
Okay.
It's like island carnival. There'll be Trinidadian food, Jamaican food, Haitian
food.
And
Haitian food. Yeah, for sure. Okay.
Really,
interesting.
I love
wow.
food.
And Chacho is not obviously your real name, right? That's a nickname?
Nah. That's what they called me ever since I was a kid.
Yeah, does it mean something?
Maybe short form with Chacho, but just Chacho.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yeah. So, when your sister was like, "Yo, now you gotta learn to fight so you can defend yourself," what was the first thing you did? Did you start karate?
Boxing. Nah,
boxing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I started with boxing, and then I got injured, and then I gained weight. I got real fat, and then my sisters again.
Like, are you a teenager when this is happening, or?
Yeah. Well, when I'm boxing, I was like 9 years old. Got injured around like really 13, young. 14. Stopped. Got fat. My sister told me this time.
You need to lose weight.
Yo, bro. It's cold as fuck. It was around the time for her wedding, and she pulled out to me and she goes, "Are you really going to come fat to my wedding?" And I'm like, oh.
How old were you?
I was like 18, 17, some shit.
Okay.
And so I started training again and fighting and haven't looked back since.
Okay. So I'm assuming you're mixed martial arts, right?
Correct.
Is there a style that you would say you're more dominant in? Like, are you more of a boxer or kickboxer or wrestler?
I'll say I have a style that I prefer. I prefer staying on my feet. Mm-hmm. I definitely don't want to be on my back.
Right.
I don't mind taking people down. I've had fights where I've won using wrestling, even though I prefer boxing and kicking.
Yeah, so you're much more of a striker style person, like Israel Adesanya versus like someone that wrestles like Khabib or
Yeah,
something.
every fight I have, somebody's gonna try to take me down.
Of course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You
I feel
gotta-
like
you-
that's the I feel like that's the thing now, because before there was a lot of strikers, you know, and I'm not talking about like the 90s, like I'm talking about like maybe like 10, 12, 15 years ago. I feel like there were a lot more striking with the UFC, and then grappling started coming around again, because grappling was, I always felt like, was something like that wasn't very entertaining, you know, and people wanted to see action. There's not much action when two people are trying to just stay on the ground and they're hugging each other. And but Khabib changed that, because now a lot of guys are going to grappling just to bring down their opponents.
Man, whoever knows wrestling, whoever's good at wrestling is gonna dictate where the fight goes. So
Right.
definitely having that in your back pocket is key.
Okay.
Whether you know how to stop the wrestling or engage wrestling,
Right.
whichever one you choose to do.
Okay, so how do you prepare for a wrestler? Do you watch your opponent's videos before you go in, or do you just train with a wrestling coach to kind of help you defend against that?
My coaches, they'll see tape. You know, sometimes there's like one time I fought a guy, a wrestler, and we fucked up and didn't see video. And he does the same takedown over and over and over again. Just it's like a chain. He shoots one, he'll let you defend that one and go for a second one, and it's high percentage. He'll always get it. And we got ready for everything in wrestling except for that second one.
Gotcha.
And sure as shit, he got me down.
Yeah. So was he one of the wrestlers you lost to with a rear naked choke?
I think so.
Yeah, because I have here that,
Yeah, that one.
Your first official MMA fight was with Tyler, right? Tyler Pushker? This was back in 2018? Was that your first official MMA fight?
Nah, that was a kickboxing fight, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
When was your first official fight?
Maybe like a year or two prior.
Prior to that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it was, man, I don't even remember where it was. I think it was at the Hard Rock.
Oh, nice.
I think so.
Was it combat night?
No, at the time, no.
No? Okay.
But I fight for combat night.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what does that mean, you fight for combat night, for example? Are you like part of their roster or something?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're
How do you
cool.
get found?
I mean, they have amateur and pro promotion, so I've been with them through for years now. So
Okay.
I'm just sticking with them. Shout out to Combat Night.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'll tell you this. I've never been to a live fight.
Tripping.
No, I've never
What?
been, bro. I've
Are you
wanted to
serious?
so bad.
Why not?
I just don't
You
know.
live in South Florida. There's
Yeah,
a
but I
fight
didn't
here
live-
every weekend.
You're right, but I wasn't always here. You know, I've only been back stateside for about 2 years, but I've been watching UFC for the past.
Have you ever seen a bare knuckle fight?
I've seen them online. I've never seen anything live.
Bro, listen, bare knuckle in person is some other shit.
Yeah. I mean, I watched a lot of Kimbo Slice when that guy first came out.
Nah, listen, that's cool, but like bare knuckle boxing, like the BKFC, they do it at the Hard Rock.
Yeah. I know which one you're talking about now.
Bro, listen, you need a therapist after watching that shit live.
Damn.
That's just wrong.
I can't believe that became an actual thing, though, because isn't injuries like you're more prone to injuries because they're bare knuckle?
You know, I forgot Eddie Alvarez in a fight. He just fought first time for bare knuckle. He kind of like spoke about how bare knuckle is kind of like safer. I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know if it is, but me being real with you, I don't think I would do it, man.
Yeah, I don't think I wouldn't do that or the power slap shit that they got now.
Nah, power slap is stupid.
Dude, I cannot believe this is a trend now. Like, I know it started in Russia, but I'm shocked every time I go on Instagram now because I follow Dana White and I just see a guy get slow-mo slapped to the KO, and I'm like, bro, that's crazy. That now you don't need to be an how do you say that? An athlete in a sense. Like, you can be any person and you just slap the shit out of that guy and then you're good to go. It's pretty crazy.
I mean, that's just free CTE right there.
Yeah.
You definitely get brain damage.
Yeah, that's the thing with boxing too. I mean, out of all the fighting styles, I think boxing is the one that has the most CTE, if not like, you know. And I'm talking about the fighting world.
Football.
Yeah, I was gonna say in fighting. I was gonna just say that American football is probably the highest.
Yeah.
But I think that
Maybe boxing for sure.
yeah, boxing for sure.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
MMA not. I mean, MMA's there. You know,
Yeah.
but And probably slap boxing would be a hard third.
How many? You know, I was trying to find your record. Like, what's your record now? Because
So my amateur record, I finished off with 8 wins, 4 losses.
Okay, 0
And
draws.
No draws.
No draws.
I
Okay,
think I got disqualified once though. I can't lie.
Okay, I know 2 of your losses were rear naked chokes.
Yeah.
Right, and then you had your first win against Christian Cantero. Was that your first win?
No. I don't. The records. That's like. I fought him a year or 2 ago.
Christian?
Yeah.
Okay, so that one was a little bit more recent. Okay,
Yeah.
Because I was trying to find like an actual page where it had all your records, but it didn't look like it had anything relevant to right now. So that's why I was interested to know if
like
you were still even fighting. Because I'm
it was like 6 different names that pop up. I've tried to search myself too, and I can't.
It's pretty crazy. And I didn't know your name was Hector, so I think maybe I should start searching Hector instead of Chacho.
I don't think so, because
No?
every time I fight, they say Chacho, even on the cards and shit.
Okay,
Yeah, I'll write Hector, but it's always Chacho.
gotcha.
I don't even have a nickname. It's Chacho Trinidad Jr.
Okay. I have here that you had a role in American Lion film.
Oh yeah.
What is that?
Um,
Was that a short film? Was that a feature film?
yeah, a feature film. It's a movie. It's on Amazon Prime now.
What was your role in it?
I played a character called Rudy. Pretty significant role. It was my first time being in a film and acting. And
Okay. How was that
pretty-
experience?
Oh, dope, bro. Real dope. This is one guy, man. I forgot his name, but I know he played a police officer in Bad Boys, and he's been in several movies too.
Sure.
And I got to like share like a dope scene with him, and like that was like my level up moment when it came to acting. He definitely it was cool to work with him. I learned a lot from him.
Oh, nice. What was your role in the movie? Were you a fighter?
Nah.
Or just
I was like just a kid that like, his uncle kind of like adopted him to like some type of like mafia type of thing. I got a kid too, an annoying girlfriend. Cool movie. It was pretty dope.
Yeah, I wanted to watch. I wanted to watch it before having you on, just so I could have something to talk about with the movie. But I couldn't. I know it's on Amazon, but I don't have Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime is great.
It is good, but I don't have it.
Have you seen The Boys?
Yes, I watched The Boys because my friend had Amazon Prime, so I watched. I think I only saw the first season. I'm not gonna lie, but it's a great show. It's a great show.
Yeah.
But man, there's just too many streaming services. At the end of the day, man, you're gonna
How many streaming services do you have right now?
Me personally, probably just Disney at the moment. That comes with the Hulu. All the other ones that I had were password sharing, which now they blocked. So I can't.
I think I got So I got Hulu,
Netflix, HBO Max,
ESPN Plus. I have. Nah,
yeah,
HBO.
that comes with the Disney.
Well, nah. So okay, yeah, I got Disney Plus.
Yeah, Disney Plus comes with Hulu and ESPN Plus, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but Disney Plus is like I use somebody else's account.
Yeah.
Right.
Eventually,
so
they're
that
gonna
don't count.
stop all that
Hopefully
shit.
not. Hopefully not. I watch
Yeah, I hope
a
so
lot of
not.
Marvel. What else I got?
You got Paramount?
Nah.
I want that one.
Oh, Amazon Prime. We just
Yeah.
said it.
I think that's it. I mean, it's Paramount, HBO.
You know what's crazy? I don't have Netflix.
You don't have Netflix either?
Nah.
Yeah, I used to have Netflix, but
I think the person I shared the account with changed your password.
yeah, now they have the password change. They can't let you do that shit.
It's all good.
But I'll tell you this: out of all the streaming services, when I did have them, I think Hulu and Max had the best movies. Like Netflix, I rarely went on because
Hulu
I
got
would
a lot of
spend-
commercials.
Yeah, but you know what? I'll take it, given the content that they give you.
Okay.
You know, because I would literally spend an hour scrolling through Netflix, endlessly scrolling through Netflix, trying to find something to watch, and I just feel like I'm just falling into a rabbit hole of scrolling. But at the moment I pop up Hulu or Max, there's a classic or a movie that I'm like, ooh, I want to watch this shit.
Man, I turned on Hulu last night, bro. They got Step Brothers.
Yo, that is a great
It is.
movie.
Right? People
Boats and hoes.
You gotta appreciate Step Brothers. Come on now.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. First time I saw it, really annoyed by it. Second time I saw it, Classic.
Bro, it's the greatest movie ever.
Classic.
Will
Oh my
Ferrell and
gosh.
John C. Reilly make gold every time they're on the film together.
Especially the
Talladega Nights.
yes. Oh
What?
my gosh,
Rick and Bobby.
bro. I died watching that shit. It was so funny.
Nah, that was a great movie. What else?
We were saying about I asked you earlier about Rock MMA. So you're no longer with that gym. You said the owner is now has his own gym that you train with, right?
Well, the coach that was there.
The coach,
opened his own
sorry.
gym. Yeah.
Okay, what's the name of the gym that you're at now?
It's called Round 5 MMA. Coach Caesar is the owner and the head coach there.
Oh, nice.
And I sometimes coach classes there too. Whenever, like, I think next week, Wednesday, I'm teaching a class.
So you when you coach is usually boxing?
Or stand up or like sparring days. I'll organize a sparring, so make sure none of the guys kill each other.
Yeah. Yeah, I see that sometimes when I'm watching some of the training montages for some of the fighters, and then they go to spar, and then they try to kill each other, and they're like, bro, this is for the ring, not for the sparring.
Man, I got a cousin that fights too, and coach will be like, all right guys, light sparring, and he never fucking listens.
He wants to knock you out.
Bro, he always, it doesn't matter if we say light or not, tired or not, warmed up or not, he fucking spars hard every time. Like, I think it was last week, we were sparring, and I just, I rolled under, and I made sure he missed the hook. I fucking heard the wind from it.
Oh my gosh.
I like, and I tell him, I talk shit to him too. I was like, bro, you're like, oh, my bad.
So he's an amateur fighter as well?
Nah, he's pro too. But
he's pro. Okay.
He's been pro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So do you guys like fight under the same umbrella, like the same gym?
Yeah.
When you guys go on combat nights, so the gym represents a bunch of fighters?
Yeah.
Okay.
The gym has a bunch of fighters.
And then how does the what's it called? Your corner team, your coach that's there that talks to you during the fight.
Normally,
what did he call these?
The corner,
right?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So do they share? You guys share the same corners, or are you guys divided into teams, kind of like F1? So you have even though you're in the same team, two drivers, they each have their own strategy and their own team that kind of
Well, definitely their own strategy, because each fighter has their own set of skills. Mm-hmm. But recently there was 2 events on the same night, and 2 different fighters fighting at each event. 2 old guys at combat night and 2 other guys at 305 fights. And so we had some guys coaching those guys over there, having their corner, and then some guys over there at combat night. So it was it's a small gym, but we got a good people and a good amount of people and good amount of experience people as well. So stuff like that happens. Man, this was nice where 4 or 5 of us are fighting the same night.
Okay.
I don't know if I like that so much though.
When there's too many of you guys on the fight card? Or
Not even. I don't even like sharing the fight night with another guy. I get too worried about the other guy. It's not even about me.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say, do you just feel like they steal your thunder? But you're just more worried about your
always
guys.
I'm always more nervous for my guys than myself. I fucking enjoy it. Whatever fuck happens is gonna happen.
Right.
But for them, I'm like,
How did you handle the COVID? Like when you guys did you have to stop training?
The gym did shut down, but during COVID, I got a gym at home. So I had a heavy bag, had a set of weights, had a spin bike, had a decent sized backyard too. So I was working out. I was always.
What was your first fight post COVID?
I think it was a Contero fight.
There was a Contero one?
I think so.
Yeah. Because that one you won by unanimous decision?
Yeah.
Right?
Beat him up.
Yeah.
That was a cool fight.
Like I was saying earlier, I wish I saw some of your fights on. I was trying to find them on YouTube, and I was like, why can't I find anything on Chacho, man? This is kind of strange.
I luckily have video of my recent fights.
Right.
On my phone,
I would love to see some, because I wanted to
you.
see some so I could kind of discuss technicalities with you and see where I see you have strengths and weaknesses, and just to kind of have an idea, just to have more conversation with the fights. But it's all good. But you say you might have a fight in October?
Yeah.
So when you have a fight and it's locked in, right? You're gonna fight. How long is training camp?
I cut a lot of weight, so like anywhere with like 2 to 3 months.
Okay, so what's your weight that you fight at?
155.
155. What do you walk around at? You're like at least 180 pounds.
I'm like 190.
190.
Yeah,
Fuck, man, this cutting weight shit, man.
it's an art, man.
I feel like
It's
it
an
kills
art.
you.
Nah.
How hard is it for you to drop 40 pounds?
Crazy, not hard at all.
So what do you do to help you break down this weight? Do you stop eating? Do you in the sauna more? Like, how do you
I go-
knock out 40 pounds?
So once I have a fight booked and I start camp, I go straight pescatarian. I don't eat chicken or steak, just straight fish.
Okay.
Fish is like the leanest protein, so it breaks down your body quicker. Helps, gets into your muscles quicker, so you recover quicker. I run about 2 times a week. A lot of water. But just I eat cleaner, eat the same amount of times. I don't starve myself to like those last couple weeks.
And you gotta cut down on the water too, right? When you're trying to drop weight for the weight cut.
like the week of,
That must be tough.
Like the day before the weigh-in. Let's say usually weigh-ins are on Friday. Thursday by 5 p.m. No more water, no more food. So
Wow.
you make weight.
Okay, so once you make weight, you can jump 20 pounds if you wanted to, right?
Yeah, I mean I always made weight. I make weight at like 155, 156. I've even done 154 before. And fight day, I'll probably come in there 175, 180.
Jesus. And wait, so okay, we gotta backtrack a bit. You make weight. How
Yeah.
long till the fight?
Normally 24 hours.
How the fuck you put 20 pounds in 24 hours?
Man, listen.
You must have some kind of like a food blended in something, and then you just
Nah, man.
chug
it's
a
just-
protein.
I mean, it is. I drink a lot of shakes, a lot of water, a lot of Pedialyte.
But why do they? That's something I don't understand. How come they allow you to weigh in at a certain weight, and then the next day you can literally not be that weight? What's the point of weighing in? Then?
That's only in MMA.
What do you mean that's only in MMA? They
In
do that for boxing?
Sometimes they'll weigh you the next day just to know. But like, let's say there's stipulation where like one time a teammate of mine missed weight, and the fight was gonna happen, but he was only allowed to weigh 10 more pounds than the next day. And or the not go so far. Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis, they had a rehydration clause. He wasn't allowed to weigh more than 10 pounds the next day, and that's tough. You definitely need more than 10 pounds.
Damn, man. That just sounds like that's a whole different thing on its own. Like, I feel like a lot of fighters kind of get bummed out of the whole weight loss thing because I feel like it kind of breaks your...
Man, some do, man. It doesn't happen to me though, bro. Like I've cut weight with teammates and been there for other teammates' weight cut, and like they get so fucking irritable. They hate life.
Yeah, man.
And
I can imagine.
Yeah, I get it. Trust me, I'm doing
Yeah.
it. But I don't know. I don't get like that. Like at the end of the day, I signed up for this. I know
Right.
what I'm doing. I know it's gonna suck. I'm like, you don't sign up for a pilot of a plane doesn't sign up to try to be a pilot and is afraid of heights.
Right.
So
You'll eventually break that for
Right.
sure. Before you even get on the plane, you're
I'm
probably
saying,
going to break it. Yeah.
Like, so I don't try to fight and expect not to get hit in the face, not to
Right.
have a tough day, not to hate weight cutting. It's all part of it. So,
What would you say is your toughest type of opponent to face?
man, Christian Cotero was a tough opponent. He was strong.
Was he a striker?
He was a wrestler.
Okay.
Yeah, and he looked the part. Like his physique, he was swole, muscular dude.
But that wasn't a 155 fight, was it?
Yeah.
It was? Okay.
Yeah.
So most of your pro bouts are 155.
So I started at 170. And
Okay.
I started getting my ass kicked at 170.
Yeah, because if you walk around at 170, these guys are cutting weight to 170, and then they're pumping up to 200 right before the fight, and then
Yeah.
you have like a 25-pound disadvantage.
Yeah, and I never touched 200 pounds. So after realizing I was, at a size disadvantage and I lost a few fights at that weight. I said, all right, I'm gonna go to 155.
Is there an in between? There's not a 160 or 165, right? Damn, what?
But I did fight a couple times at a 165-pound catch weight.
Catch weight?
Yeah, that's a
Never
catch
heard
weight.
of that.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Okay, cool. So when you're part of a promotion like Combat Night, for example, do you try to maybe want to get into another, like one of the big guys, like UFC or
I mean they that's what they are. They're like they grow you into that. A lot of Combat Night guys have already moved on to the UFC.
Okay.
Are currently already in the UFC too.
Gotcha.
So it's kind of like the minor leagues if you think about it.
Okay.
Yeah, so they call you up, you there.
Okay. So how? I mean, I don't know if this is something you want to talk about, but how the purses when you are fighting in Combat Night? Like, how do most people make their money? Is it through fights or is it through sponsorships? Because I know that was a big thing with the UFC that fighters not getting paid enough, but they got the spotlight. Like, they're on the pay-per-view, they can get all the promotion, all the sponsorship they want. But smaller guys like Combat Night and stuff like that, I'm kind of curious how the purse works. Like, does a fighter want to stay at Combat Night or eventually want to grow into a bigger one?
I mean, I'm sure that each fighter wants to grow, but there's definitely sponsorships could be more lucrative anywhere in any promotion. A sponsorship would probably be more lucrative than a purse.
Yeah. That's why I feel like most of the people make their money. Unless it's like, I feel like soccer is a little different when it comes to that. These guys get paid bread, and then that doesn't even include the sponsorship.
Yeah, then they get ticket sales too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Conor McGregor, if I'm not mistaken, was the guy that kind of changed that. Like, he was the highest paid UFC fighter ever, I think, when he fought Khabib. Because he had fought Mayweather, I'm assuming just for the purse. I mean, the guy made $50 or $100 million for that
Something
fight.
like that, yeah.
So you would never make that in the UFC. I think he was saying at the time when he was like at his prime, when Conor McGregor was like.
Did you see the purse that just came out for the recent UFC fight?
No.
The featherweight champion Alexander Volkanovski, he made like. They're paying fighters more now. He made like 1.8 mil.
That's great because that's the thing I was getting at, because I knew that was a big thing back then. Like, these fighters weren't getting paid and they wanted to fight more, and some fighters would fight 4 times a year and they wouldn't be able to last like 10 years in the game. Mm-hmm. So knowing that this isn't a long run type of career, what do you feel like most of these guys do afterwards? Do they just end up like training at gyms and open up their own places, or
it's all it varies. I don't think one end career pertains to generalize it. Like each like besides fighting, I mentioned the car rental thing I do. Mm-hmm. I also got a bodyguarding business I do.
Okay.
I hustle here and there, like anything. Like I think. It is easy to become a personal trainer, to become a coach, because you learn a lot. Mm-hmm. Easy to pass on the knowledge and stuff like that. Like the gym that I train at, I could definitely see myself coaching the other guys. Mm-hmm. Some of the younger guys coming up and making their debuts and stuff like that definitely offer me to be in their corner, advice,
sweet,
train with them and stuff like that. But I don't know. I know a couple fighters that become very successful realtors.
Okay.
So just, I don't know, easy.
Would you say fighting is your bread and butter, or is it more of the side stuff that you do, like your other businesses?
I definitely make more money in my other businesses.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I felt like I feel like a lot of people like fighting, but I feel like the purse is just, it doesn't make it valuable for the person. Like, you're gonna take a beating for the next 15 years of your life, sometimes permanent damage, like, and you don't even make sometimes 6 figures a year. It's like, fuck, man. Like, what incentive do you have if you're not just hungry to just fight?
I mean, definitely. Besides that, I think like I said, sponsorships. You get a good sponsor that'll take care of you. That you like
Under Armour or something.
Yeah, or anything. Something local that's gonna pay you right, and you'd be surprised the money that they have to offer. Mm-hmm. Somebody told me once, never pay for somebody else. Meaning, like, you never know what number will be too much or too little for somebody else.
Sure.
So you'd be surprised. Sponsorships, I know that they throw from anywhere from $500 to $5,000. You know, so who knows?
Wow.
As long as you get that good one, you know that'll take care of you and you're taking care of them.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, and even throughout like not fighting, let's say through like a fight camp and you're promoting them,
Mm-hmm.
that's easy money without you getting punched in the face.
Right. Makes sense.
Oh yeah.
So you mentioned that you have a bodyguard business as well.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something you decided to do because you're a fighter? You're like, hey, I'd be a great bodyguard, or did you just kind of fall into that?
Nah, I started doing security before fighting, actually.
Okay.
And then just
Okay.
I mean, I guess maybe fighting definitely and wrestling, jiu-jitsu complemented it, but
So to open up your own bodyguard business, what kind of things do you have to do in order for you to qualify as a business? Is there some type of license you need to get to be able to say like I can protect people?
Well, just for standard security, they require you to get like a D and a G license, and then there's another license you got to get like to be able to teach security.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously you got to have your own, you know, weapons instructor, know your a little bit about arms and stuff. And you know, a little liability insurance too to cover yourself.
What's a D&G license?
Just security license. One is just lets you, the D license lets you work security generally. The G license lets you work armed security.
Gotcha. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
So like those guys that work at the, I don't know, like those security guards that phone you when you're at a community, that's like a D license.
Right.
Right. Okay. Gotcha.
Then the guys at the mall that you see armed.
That's armed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Your Paul Blarts.
You know what I mean? Hey man, Paul Blart can be aggressive. Careful.
Yes, and that Segway of his, Jesus.
Yeah.
What a product that kind of jumped up and immediately crashed.
Go back the whole way. What's it called? What was the other movie? Oh, Observe and Report.
Oh yeah, the one that competes with it. Yeah, the one with
that's the real mall cop.
Yeah, he was yeah, man, for sure.
I think
Seth Rogen,
yeah,
I think was the one that was in that movie.
He's a great actor.
Oh yeah, he's a great writer, screenwriter. Like
You know,
he writes a lot of his shit.
I heard he improvises a fuck ton of his shit too.
As a
on
comedian,
screen.
I feel like that's something that comes natural to you because you can only write comedy to a point where you're like, okay, I can improvise off this.
Right.
And then if you're with a right person, the right actor, you can bounce off each other. You know, kind of like how I remember I watched a documentary on Dumb and Dumber, right?
Really?
And at the time, Jim Carrey was like at the top of his game. He was the first actor, I think, to get paid $20 million for a movie. And he got paid $20 million for Cable Guy.
What?
Which is the least amount of money that he's ever made in the box office. But he got 20 mil for that movie. In 95, he released Dumb and Dumber, Ace Ventura, and I think The Cable Guy was like that year, or maybe Batman Forever. I don't remember which one came
Yeah,
first.
that's right. You paid a Riddler.
But for the Dumb and Dumber, they were trying to find somebody that can play opposite of Jim Carrey because they needed somebody that can, go toe to toe. So when they hired Jeff Daniels to come in, Jeff Daniels' manager, I think, said not to take this role because Jim Carrey's just going to walk all over you. But Jeff Daniels was like, well, I don't think so because look at all these great scenes I'm in and Jim is not in. So they ended up going in, and then Jim Carrey ended up helping him, coaching him, getting some of the how to get some of the banter and improvisation. Ended up having a great chemistry on set, and it worked out best for both of them. It was just super interesting to see.
Did Jeff Daniels ever do a movie after that though?
Yeah, he was tons of movies. You ever seen The Newsroom? Like it's a show.
Oh yeah.
Where he's like the anchor.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, that's Jeff Daniels.
I didn't know
that's
that.
What that is.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
He was in Arachnophobia. Quite a few films. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
Jim Carrey's like my favorite actor, so I know all of his movies. But Jeff Daniels is a sleeper.
Jim Carrey's
man.
that
He's
guy.
good. Yeah, he is that guy. You mentioned earlier like Marvel.
Yeah.
You prefer Marvel over DC?
Yeah, but lately DC been coming up, man. DC was doing cool. I actually doing security. I got to meet. I did security for J-Lo and Ben Affleck.
I saw that on your timeline.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask about that. So you met Batfleck.
Man, bro, Ben Affleck is awesome.
Yeah.
He is like one of the guys.
So they hired your security company to escort them. Is that what that was?
they hired another security company, and then they needed somebody else, and then they called me,
Gotcha.
and then I came in. But yeah, man, I was right next to Batman. That's pretty cool.
Crazy. What were they here for? Were they promoting a movie or was it for some other event?
Some event, but I think there was like threats on like her kid or something like that.
Mm.
So that's why like she like beefed up security, which I get.
Interesting. Yeah, man. Batfleck is my Batman. You can fight me in the comments. That guy will fuck up any other Batman if
Bro,
they went
you know what's crazy,
toe-to-toe.
man? He's in. I feel like when the Batman versus Superman movie came out, I think he was fat.
Like fat?
Yeah, he looked. He didn't look like in a better shape I seen him. When I saw him when I was working for him, he was in great shape.
I mean, he bulked up for that role. And I know what you mean when he says he looked fat. The suit that he's wearing, the Batman suit.
Nah. Even when he was Bruce Wayne, he looked a little chubby. I'm like,
Man,
nah.
Dude, that training montage.
I didn't see it.
He was ripped. No, I mean in the movie when he's training before he goes to fight Superman.
Yeah.
He's pulling the weights with the cord with the chain.
I will see that movie later today.
Ripped as hell in that movie. He's actually, I think he's leaner in The Town. You ever seen The Town?
Yeah, he is.
Man, that movie.
The greatest movie ever.
Bro, Ben Affleck is one of those guys.
You ever seen Gone Baby Gone?
Yes, of course. Man, she is nuts.
That's a great movie though. That's a great movie.
I mean, Ben Affleck is one of those.
See, look, he's fat in that one though.
Yeah, I mean, he kind of let himself go after that one a bit, but then he kind of had to get back into shape because he had to do some reshoots for Batman.
Okay.
You saw The Flash? Did you get to see The Flash?
Not yet. Don't ruin it.
I'm not gonna ruin it. I enjoyed it. I don't care what people are saying online about that shit.
Don't ruin it.
It was a fun movie for me, man. I enjoyed it 100%. Everything that happens in that movie. I mean, I tend to be a little bit more lenient with some of the comic book movies now because a lot of them have been disappointing.
Did you see Black Adam?
Yeah, I did.
I liked it.
I liked it too.
I'm not mad at it.
But I don't know why. The thing is that I just feel like DC gets more shit than Marvel. Like Marvel can put out anything, and for some reason it'll make $1 billion, no matter how good or bad the movie is.
I think the last Thor sucked.
I think the last few movies sucked. The Ant-Man movies haven't been that good. Thor hasn't been that good.
Thor sucked.
I mean, the last good movie, honestly, I can say they dropped.
Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi?
Yeah.
You know what I liked about it? That made me realize that if they really wanted to make a live-action anime, they can do it at this point now. Like, if you want to make a live-action Dragon Ball Z movie, you can do it now. Like, that movie made it seem like it felt like a Dragon Ball movie at one point with all the things he was doing and the manipulating and all the energies. I'm like, man, this feels like it's a Dragon Ball movie.
Did you see that last Mortal Kombat movie that came out?
Yes, they're filming the second one.
No way.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I followed the guy, not Joe Taslim, no.
That was a great movie.
The main guy that plays...
Scorpion's kid?
Yeah.
Whatever. That's crazy.
I wish he played a different character. I'm not going to lie.
Honestly, I didn't... To me, that is the most original Mortal Kombat film. That was pretty unique, their approach at it. I didn't see that coming at all.
No, me neither. I mean, they did create a whole character just for him to be in the movie because his character doesn't... Though. The character that the main actor plays?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
He's not in the game?
I don't think so. I think Scorpion's kid is never in the game.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to look it up after this because I don't think he...
Shit, I'm going to download the game now.
I think his kid dies. Like, his kid and wife gets killed by Sub-Zero. Like, in the lore of Mortal Kombat. That's why he gets sent to hell. You know? Like, I don't think he has a kid.
Damn.
But, I don't know. I'd have to look it up. They just dropped a new game, too. They called Mortal Kombat 1. It's crazy how you start with Mortal Kombat, then you go 2, 3, 4, 5 to whatever, and now they're back at 1.
I think there's more Mortal Kombats than Street Fighters.
Probably.
At this point.
Probably. But Street Fighter... Well, no, actually, I was going to say Street Fighter did that, but so did Mortal Kombat. I was going to say Street Fighter was interesting because they brought Marvel versus Street Fighter in the arcades. Remember those? So you could have Cyclops versus Ryu.
That was great.
Which is really awesome.
And they didn't make a newer one. Like when they made a newer one around the time like Avengers was about to come out.
Yeah.
And like in the game, you could like collect the Infinity Stones and use them. It was pretty cool.
Yeah. What's your favorite, would you say is your favorite fighting movie? There's quite a few. Do you know the Boyka series? The Undisputed series?
Oh yeah.
The one with Scott Adkins?
Yeah.
Yo, this guy,
Savage.
he's a savage. He's actually, I feel like, the best Batman we never had. Because that guy could have played Batman.
I feel you on
if you
that.
put him 10 years ago, he's good looking. He knows how to do the fights. He doesn't need a stunt double. And my man is shredded.
Fight movie, best fight movie. Oh, bro, I might throw you a wrench. You ever seen The Raid?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, my guy.
Man, come on, bro. The Raid?
Dude.
The Raid I saw in theaters.
What? I didn't even know it came in theaters.
Yeah,
How you
it
saw
came
it
out
in theaters?
Okay, so Florida, I think there's 1 or 2 theaters in Florida that play these limited release movies, right? They don't come out to like your Cinemarks or the AMCs, but I know the one in Kendall, they play a lot of those independent films. Low budget films will get played there, and at the Cinemark too, they start doing them now.
That's dope.
But that's just to kind of bring in an audience. But back in the day when The Raid came out, bro, one of the favorite movies that I ever seen in that movie, man. That I mean, the guy in that movie, not the main guy,
Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. The Raid and John Wick are like they're right there. I don't know.
You've seen The Protector with what's his name, Tony Jaa.
No, but I love Tony Jaa.
You gotta watch The Protector. That was his first, I think, movie.
Okay.
And then he had I think The Protector is the one where they steal his elephant. There's a scene in that movie. It's a one shot where he breaks into like I guess it's a hotel or something, and it's a one shotter. So there's no cuts, and it goes with him as he makes his way all the way up to fight the main boss guy.
Yeah. I know you talk about.
Yeah.
I heard about that scene.
Yeah, because I watched a compilation of scenes of like one shots and throughout the history of movies, and that was one of them.
Yeah, I think it's like a hallway kind of thing, right?
Do you ever watch any of these types of movies to kind of pump you up for a fight?
Oh fuck yeah!
Like Rocky?
Nah,
You put Eye of the Tiger on, and then you're like,
I won't be that cringy.
I love Rocky though.
Yeah, but it's so cliche. Rocky before a fight.
It is though, but
Nah,
it is
man.
what it is.
You know what I like to see before a fight? I man, not the end game, but the one before.
Infinity War.
Yeah,
That's the best Marvel movie ever made.
yeah.
that they've ever made.
Like, bro, when the Wakandas come out,
Yeah.
and the fight, the most epic war, like that fight, that episode gets me amped. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
it
that
does.
part of the
And then
movie
I love
gets
the
me
way
amped.
it ends, just with Captain America saying, what happened? Did we just lose? It's like,
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
guys
end up dying.
just lost, bro.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
crazy. Yeah, I remember watching that movie in the theaters.
Man, it's great to see like one of those, a great movie, great franchise, not have such a happy ending.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
and even in Endgame, you know, it wasn't a happy ending. You know,
Well, that whole movie wasn't happy. That whole movie played off them just being like, bro, it's 5 years in, everyone's sad, half the people are gone, they don't know what to do.
It was pretty great.
No, it's still good.
Yeah.
It's not better than Infinity War, but it's okay. Like for me, it's not even better than Winter Soldier. Like when
Winter Soldier's pretty good.
Captain America's Winter Soldier was probably
Civil War was pretty good too.
yeah. But I also prefer Winter Soldier. There was something. It was a little bit more grounded, as opposed to more of the fantastical stuff. Because Captain America, although he's got the super soldier, he's pretty much grounded. Like he doesn't fly, he doesn't do all these, he doesn't have magic powers.
Man.
He doesn't have all these things. So when he's with Winter Soldier and he's with Iron Man, these three guys, it's a very much more grounded film, and which is why I liked it more. It was more emotional too, because you had the conflict of him going against the government. Because he's like, oh, this is wrong. I don't want to do this way. I want to do it that way. And then Iron Man is like, yo, we're in America. We gotta, this is what we gotta do. We gotta stick with the side of the government, And then they had to fight it out and figure it out at the end. But that was one of the reasons why I like that movie. It brought something different than just fighting another big bad. Instead of fighting a big bad, they were actually fighting amongst themselves about morality, about what's right and what's wrong. And him never giving up on his friend, the Winter Soldier. Yeah. He didn't stop until he proved that he was mentally.
Captain America's a loyal dude.
Yeah, he is. Steve Rogers, that's my guy, bro.
Damn right.
I mean, he's Captain America.
And Homeboy he played a part.
I mean,
It's crazy though. He was everybody forget he played the Human Torch in Fantastic Four.
No, he did. He definitely did. And that movie was bad.
Terrible.
Those movies were terrible.
They were.
Yeah.
There was not one good Fantastic Four movie.
No, and I think they're gonna bring them back, but it sucks that they can't make a good Fantastic Four movie, knowing that they made a great Guardians of the Galaxy movie, which is like if you can make an.
But they fucked up X-Men too.
Yeah, they did. The last movie, definitely, the Dark Phoenix. But I'm not gonna lie, X-Men First Class and Days of Future Past, probably the best X-Men movies.
Apocalypse sucked.
Yeah, the last two sucked. So you had Dark Phoenix and then Apocalypse, which was really bad too. I like what they did with Storm. I kind of liked her.
I fell asleep during both.
Yeah. It's hard for me to fall asleep during a movie. Like, you would have to really have to lose me because, working in film and working with cameras, I look at movies a little different now than when I used to. So I'm more kind of have this analytical eye for it. But I do like to give the movie the benefit of the doubt. They are first and foremost here to entertain you, and it's not meant for you to be too critical on something, and this is why I feel like some of the Marvel movies have gone in a little bit downhill. It's more about putting more content out than actually quality. It's quantity over quality.
When I'm in the theater, I just want to be entertained.
Yeah.
So if I'm not, I'm definitely gonna take a nap.
Yeah.
But if I'm watching a movie at the crib, I enjoy the cinematography of it. The blending, the transition scenes,
the editing.
Right. I gotta appreciate it. Right. I gotta appreciate it when when I'm home or if it's a movie I'm watching, repeat, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But at the theater, I'm not looking for none of that shit, man. I'm trying to eat some popcorn and enjoy a movie.
Yeah.
But
So let's go back to fighting, because I'm kind of curious let's go back to your first fight and how it felt when you walked into the ring for the first time, whether it was an octagon or a boxing ring or whatever it was. How was that feeling? Like, were you nervous? Were you scared? Did you know you were gonna win or lose, or did you freeze up?
nah, man. My first MMA fight, I took it in 2 weeks' notice.
Really?
Yeah, and I never fought MMA before.
So there wasn't even much prep.
Somewhat for those 2 weeks. But I was gonna fight a boxing match, and the guy that I was gonna fight didn't make it to the weigh-in. The fight was canceled. Somebody there had a MMA event coming up soon. They told me it was amateur. Would you like to fight? It's the same weight class. I was like, fuck it.
This is 170, right?
Actually, this is 185.
185. Damn,
Yeah.
boy, you've been around.
A little bit.
In terms of the weights.
That was my only fight at 185.
Yeah.
Only
Okay.
one. But I knew going into the venue, I was nervous, and I wasn't. But I was in good spirits. I fought before, so I never fought MMA before. But I wasn't. It wasn't shaky. You know what I mean? I was just. I was nervous because I was about to compete in something new. But then, man, I won't lie to you. My opponent must have really, really underestimated me. Because I remember my coach came, said, "Bro, I think your opponent's at the bar of the venue."
He wasn't even taking you seriously at all. He's like, "Yo, this guy came in 2 weeks notice."
Bro, he was at the bar eating a burger.
Oh, I thought he was getting drunk.
Nah. No, but I think he had a beer too.
Okay.
He might have had a beer too.
Before the fight?
The day of the fight.
Wow. My man was hungry after the weigh-in, I guess.
Maybe. But it I should've, it gave me when I saw that, I was like, damn, that's, that's gonna suck for him. That might, hinder his performance. So it gave me a little boost of maybe this might not be so bad.
Did you win that fight?
Yeah. I TKO'd him.
So what's the rounds? It's 3 rounds, 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're in the main event, it's 5 rounds, 5 minutes, right?
Or a championship fight.
Yeah. Right? Okay. Damn, man. You know what I feel like a lot of people overlook is the conditioning you need to be able to stay 5 minutes in a ring with somebody.
That's when I started training, that was my priority.
conditioning.
Before I even got good at any one thing, I got good at not getting tired.
Yeah.
Because it is a tiring.
I mean, it's a strategy. Like some people will literally wait the last round to start putting in the fight.
Personally, I feel like especially now these days, like I fight. Well, maybe for like 2-3 years now, I fight like in gears. I'll cruise, then I'll shift to get more aggressive when I need to, then shift back down when I need to. 1 second.
No problem.
Hold a second. Oops, my bad.
It's all good, bro.
But like, yeah, definitely. Like I fight in when when a fight's my best example is when I fought Quintero. Like that's even the fight I had after. Like I had I know Quintero was gonna wrestle, so I was very very like patient.
Mm-hmm.
But like I wasn't like patient where since I was just waiting for him, but I was touching him up, but like I was always mindful of like
he could grab the arm,
Right,
he could do
right,
anything.
right,
yeah,
right,
yeah.
right, exactly.
That's what I know what you mean by that. By being patient, it's like you don't want to feed him too much so that he doesn't grab it, and then before you know it, you're in an arm bar.
Right. So and so like I was fighting. Let's say I was at gear 1 when we were on the feet. When he'll try to take me down, I'll shift it all the way up to gear 3, and I was like every time he would shoot on me to try to take me down, when I stop it, I'll make him pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
So stop on the way up, combination, kick his fucking head, and then walk him down again, and then back to gear 1. Patient still. I think I don't know if most fighters fight like that, but I definitely see some fights where most guys go balls to wall, go crazy.
Yeah.
Man, recently, over the weekend, there was a combat night show. I had to corner one of my guys, and he was making his debut.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever a guy makes their debut, you kind of like fear, if they're going to go crazy, if they're going to lose their shit.
You mean in the ring?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're going to go compose, they're going to go wild out,
Mm-hmm.
So
they're going to start brawling instead of thinking technical.
Right.
But then I feel like that's what the corner's for, to kind of keep you in
sometimes
check.
you don't hear that shit.
So I was going to ask that, like, how often can you hear your corner, man?
I my coach sees
You're
it.
trained to listen to your coach.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you know your coach's voice as opposed to the entire crowd that might be booing or whatever.
Yeah, no, I hear my coach do everything.
Mm-hmm.
But it was this guy's first fight, and man, he looked so fucking clean, so composed, so smooth in there, and it was like I was so impressed. Like I was so impressed. So
Good training.
Yeah. Good training, but it's all here too. Like he. Training, yeah, but he trained this too. He trained his mind before getting in there because you have to. You gotta.
Don't let your opponent psych you out.
That or you psych yourself out too.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody wants to knock somebody out, so
Right.
You get that in your head.
They want the highlight reel.
Right. So, but he did. He was real smooth in there, and that like it was so nice. Like that's how I like to look. So it was pretty very impressive and proud to watch too.
Nice.
Awesome shit.
So the octagon you fight in, is it the regular size? Like all octagons are the same, right?
No. This one's small. Yeah, this one's very wrestle friendly.
Okay, so when you fight in a bigger ring, for example, bigger octagon, how different is your training? I'm assuming your conditioning needs to be a little bit more because you got more movement now, right?
Yeah, but that's how I fight. I move a lot. So
Okay.
So I'm trained for that, but I'm also wary of the space I have. So like
spatial awareness is super important to know if
space,
you're coming
distance,
up to the
all that time management. There's 1,000 things to keep in mind during your fighting, but with a bigger cage, I know that it's gonna be harder for a guy to try to wrestle me, get me to the wall.
Yeah, because there's more room for you to escape.
It might be to a wrestler's disadvantage, a bigger cage.
Sure, I can see why.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this about your rear naked choke losses. Because I think you suffered both losses back to back, both rear naked chokes.
No.
No?
It was one before, one like after.
Right. Okay. But the next fight after.
Nah, a couple fights in between.
Oh, a couple fights after. So when you lose to something like that, how do you feel? Do you feel disappointed that you lost to a rear naked choke as opposed to being knocked out, or do you just feel like
I mean, in one of them I went to sleep.
You went to sleep?
Yeah, I was
like you didn't even tap?
Fuck that.
So it's a bright thing not to tap.
This one year because I was winning the fight.
Oh,
until I fell asleep.
Yeah, man. See, that's the bummer thing, right? You could be winning the whole fight, and then all he needs to do is just grab you that one way.
Bro, I fell asleep with 6 seconds left in the fight. 6 seconds left.
Damn, you tried to hold it, right?
Tried, bitch.
Damn.
Tried.
I've never been put to sleep. What does that feel like? Do you literally just go to sleep?
It's a nap, bro. It's a beautiful nap, bro. Hey, you know what's fucked up? You want to know what's real fucked up? When I came back to it, I woke up right. I was thinking it was the next day. I won.
You literally feel like you just passed out, like you went to sleep and you won.
Then I see the doctor, and not the doctor. It was the I don't know. He was like one of the officials for the state, whatever. And I recognize him because he's been around since I've been boxing. And when I saw his face, he went, and I was like, oh, I know. But whatever.
And the second time around, how different was it to the first one?
Man, the second time sucked. It was, again, that was at, both fights were at 170.
Mm-hmm.
And
so you feel like it was a power thing that probably...
Nah, it's more like, once you, how shall I say? You know, it's a gravity and size thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you fight a big guy where you're both on your feet, you know, it's kind of even. You fight a big guy, you're on the ground, the big guy's on top of you. It's a different thing.
Right.
This one in particular, man, I got cut up. I was bleeding everywhere. The fight was pretty competitive, this one. I think I got same thing. I got choked in the third round. And
you tapped on that one, or did you want to go to sleep again?
that one, I ain't gonna lie to you. I tapped because I think he got the tap. I was about a cage, and I'm bleeding everywhere, and his arm is like by my throat, and I'm spitting out the blood that is coming down from my face, and it's by my mouth. Mm-hmm. So like I was getting choked, but also
and you were choking off your blood.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Like
So
I kept like spitting it. Like I was bleeding from my eye here, and his hand was here, and like it was a lot, so it was all here, and I could just try to like blow the blood out so I could breathe. And
you get cut up every fight?
Nah, that was the only fight I ever been cut up like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Nice.
Yeah. Nah, man, you can't touch his face. Trying to stay cute, bro.
In Miami,
you know
what matters, bro.
I'm saying, man. You know, hey, listen.
It's either. I mean, I didn't know this until the other day. Cauliflower ear. Okay. Mm-hmm. So I assumed that people got cauliflower ear from getting hit in the face. I mean, getting hit in the ear a lot. But apparently,
wrestling.
It's from wrestling. It's from being dragged on the ground or getting your face put on the ground.
That's how I got mine, wrestling.
Wow, that's crazy. And when you do have cauliflower ear, does it hurt? Like when you get hit by it, or is it just like becomes numb?
It hurts when it starts growing. You gotta get it drained.
That's right. You gotta drain that shit.
Yeah, and then like what sucks is that you're gonna keep on training, so you gotta get it drained several times. It's gonna fill up again. Like this ear, I had to drain it like 4 times.
And it gets filled up by itself, or gets filled up by training again?
Well, by itself too. But the trick is, hopefully your cauliflower is not so ugly. You drain it, you get Play-Doh, you put the Play-Doh to make the shape of your ear, tape it, because it's gonna come back. The fluid's gonna come back, but this time it'll take the shape of your ear.
Wow. Okay.
Whole method to it.
Interesting.
So it's not that ugly,
Right.
but it's ugly.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie to you. My cauliflower is pretty gnarly.
Oh, it's not that bad, bro. Compared to some of the ones I don't know many fighters in person, but compared to what I see on TV sometimes with some of these guys, it looks like they don't even have the ear hole.
Yeah,
It's so bad.
I can't wear AirPods.
Oh, for real? Oh yeah, probably because the canal is a lot smaller, right?
Yeah, I got. Or you know what? I could, but I got the ear the plug. This one is smaller than the one on this side,
Oh yeah,
so
because
it can fit in
there you can change
the size.
the size, of course. Everybody's
Yeah.
ears obviously different. So
Well, both of my ears are different.
Let me ask you this for the octagon. When you're inside, what what can you do with the cage? You're not allowed to grab it, right? But you can push off it. Okay, I've seen people use their feet on it. All these things. That is that illegal or no?
All
You just
legal.
can't grab it.
Can't grab it. Can't grab it. Can't grab with your feet. Can't grab with your hands.
Okay.
You can push off it, jump off it, push somebody against it, pin somebody on it, you know. But that you just if somebody's trying to take it down, you grab the cage, you can't do it.
How long do you think it'll take for you to know if you're gonna have a next fight?
I mean, I just let the promotion know want to fight. They'll find me somebody.
Oh, gotcha. Because I was
make
gonna
the
ask
weight.
that right after. Like, how do you get your fights? Do you have to say, "Hey, I'm ready to fight," or do they be like, "Hey, Chacho, I got one for you"?
Yeah, they'll hit me up. They offer me to. I wanted to fight in October, but they hit me up like throughout the months for this fight, that fight. But I told them hit me up, like book me for October
When was your last fight?
last year.
2022.
Yeah,
Okay, that was after Cantero, though.
yeah.
Okay, how many fights after Cantero did you
Two
have?
fights.
Two more fights?
Yeah,
Damn, man, someone needs to update your thing online, bro. None of this information is on there.
it's all good, bro.
Because even your ranking is like I'm curious to see what it is now compared to what I saw it. I think it said you were like 176 of 250 or something, and I'm like, but that felt old as hell because they're rating it off. On that one that I saw, like you had like 2 wins, 4 losses,
Yeah.
or something like that.
So it's missing.
It's
I
missing
don't-
quite a lot. That's
think-
why I was wondering if you were even still fighting, and then you told me you still do, and I'm like, okay, well,
Oh yeah.
the information definitely is not available for people to see.
Still beating people up, brother.
Yeah, man, I love it. I love
Yeah,
it. Man, it was so interesting seeing you at the gym, bro. Not
Yeah.
gonna lie, the first time we
Appreciate it.
met, and I'm just like, yo, this guy looks legit. And your trainer, the friend that you were with, the one that fell yesterday, what was his name again?
Armando.
Yes.
Yeah, my boy.
Yeah, man.
Great dude.
He's a humble guy.
Yeah, savage. He fights too.
Yeah, I know he does. And I remember him giving you pointers and helping you figure out some of the stuff at the gym. But when I saw him after, when you weren't there, because when I kept going and he would come like maybe every couple times a week. I just remembered every time I approached him and we talked, we always gave each other the look like, oh yeah, I remember you from the thing. Because one of the guys that you were training with, he threw up, like from. Was it with you, or it could have been another fighter? But I could have swore it was with you. Was it just you and him that was training that day, or did you have another guy?
Probably could have had another guy.
I think there was another guy. You guys were playing around, and then he ended up throwing up. Like like this happened to me too. I didn't throw up, but I had the feeling of when I first start fighting. For example, when I first started doing boxing, and you do your first session that's hard, you actually feel like you're gonna blow chunks, man, and you're just like, man.
I've thrown up before.
Before fights.
Not before fights, but during training. Yeah, or like in let's say I fall, I take like maybe like a month off, get back in the gym. Oh yeah, I'm gonna throw up.
Why is that though?
I don't know, man. Overexert yourself.
Yeah, it's probably what it is. 100%.
Yeah, no, definitely. I have some tough trainings, but like lately, I mean, I'm in shape, so I don't.
How long do you think you can continue this for?
Until my body allows it. I'm not injured. I'm healthy.
Not getting too much shots to the head.
Nah, definitely don't.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing I feel like people try to avoid in this game is injuries, like shin or ankle injuries or CTEs.
But just training smart too.
Yeah.
Knowing when to take a break if your body needs it. But yeah, I mean, I do. I get massages, go to chiropractor, I take ice baths.
And then that's something you do on your own, right? That's not provided to you by the management or just
no. Just the ice baths, yeah, but the massages and the chiropractor, those are sponsors. And the UFC gym has that crowd therapy stuff too, so I go in there and use it. I have the Norman Tech, the compression thing for like your
Not
legs
a
and your
fair.
arms.
I'm not. I don't know what that is.
Bro, so great. It's like things you put it on, they squeeze like all your limbs, your extremities, send fresh new blood into your joints and stuff.
Interesting. Oh, so it's good for recovery.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was on that before I came here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Sounds interesting.
So
you
great.
you said that was at the UFC gym?
I have the compression stuff. I have it at my house.
Oh, okay.
But the UFC gym has it also, and they have the crowd therapy.
Okay.
Yeah, that cold shit.
And you said you've had the same coach since you started?
No, but I've been with this coach for like 7-8 years almost now. So, but yeah, I love that guy. He's nice. Hi, Caesar. Coach Caesar, what up?
Man, I would love to meet this guy.
Come through, bro. Great dude.
You guys train where at Hialeah?
Yeah, round 5 MMA in Hialeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go there today. I should probably be there later.
So how often do you train? You train twice a day?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm assuming one for weights and the other one is conditioning. Fighting.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Strength conditioning. Normally I do strength conditioning in the mornings and then MMA in the evenings.
What's your diet consist of on a regular?
Right.
Are you a junk food guy? Do you like pizza, hamburgers, or are you strict with your diet?
Definitely not so strict, but I don't eat pizza. I don't eat hamburgers like that. I do like tacos and quesadillas. I won't lie to you. Savage at those.
I'm the opposite. I like the burgers and the pizza.
Bro, and like if you catch me at a gas station, you know, I might grab a bag of Totone chips.
Yeah.
You know, I like the Platanito chips. They're great.
Okay. But what's your main meal consist of? Like, are you eating proteins? You trying to stay with the same type of diet throughout your entire like career?
I mean, man, I plan to be fit and shape for the rest of my life. I'm trying to look like The Rock in a couple years. So like,
that guy has to be on something though.
Fuck yeah, 100%.
He's definitely.
I think he spends like 10K of he spends 10K a month on HGH. But
some of these things, because I don't know anything about it, so maybe you can enlighten me. These things can be prescribed to you by doctors, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, so then you can get like a minimal dosage or whatever. Would you say this is cheating?
In MMA, yeah. But if you're just doing it for yourself to look good, live, feel
What
good.
are some of the side effects? Like, why not everybody do it? Like, why is it so frowned upon?
Because steroids, it's not natural. Maybe. I don't know. To each his own.
Because I know Joe Rogan is on it. He loves that shit. He's on. He has his dosage he gets from his guy that tells him how much he needs to do it, and he says he feels phenomenal on it. And I'm just like, man, it just feels like it's something like people should just maybe consider doing if they want to stay looking good, stay in shape. It's hard to do it all natural.
I mean, it's definitely doable though.
No, it's not impossible. Definitely not impossible. But I always feel like, yeah, there you go, all natty, bro.
You know, man.
I love it.
Out here, bro.
Okay.
Plátano fed. Yes, sir. That's
You
right.
ever been to Trinidad and Tobago?
Nah. Would love to though.
I would love to go too. I've never been either.
I went to the Bahamas a couple of years ago, but
How often do you go back home to the DR?
man, I haven't been there so long. But what's fucked up? Excuse me. I go to Puerto Rico often. I go over there, train over there. There's a gym over there called La Pela Gym, boxing gym. Great
So what does that mean?
boxers.
You go over there to train? You just call up a gym and be like, "Hey, I want to just train." And then what does that consist of?
Yeah, no, they know me already. I've been there a couple times.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how does that work? You contact them. You're like, "I want to do 2 weeks. I want to do a month or whatever."
Basically,
Do you do that usually before a fight, or you just do it just for fun?
just for fun to get better myself. It's like, to me, it's a vacation.
Okay.
But just train during vacation.
You ever tried other fighting styles like Muay Thai?
Yeah. No, of course. Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
You got to learn everything. Because, you never know what might work in a fight. So,
So So you would have a different trainer for these different things?
no, at the gym is it's 2 different coaches, but one teaches the boxing and the Muay Thai too.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Interesting. I like in Haiti. I used to do Krav Maga,
Dope.
which is a super interesting self-defense.
You ever headbutt anybody?
No, I've never been in a fight. I always just like to learn how to defend myself, but I'm not a confrontational person.
That's what's up.
So I think the smartest way is to just avoid it. But if shit went to hit the fan, I want to be able to know that I can ditch the shit too. So I want to be able to not just defend myself, but to defend the people that I'm with.
100%.
Because at the end of the day, if you're by yourself, if you can just avoid the fight, then you get out of there. But sometimes you have to defend somebody that you need to defend. And then, at the end of the day, you got to step it up. So I try to always make sure I keep myself well rehearsed in the field of self-defense.
Absolutely. Are you armed? Do you walk around armed?
I used to. I do have my license. I needed to get it renewed.
You don't.
But now you don't even need it anymore.
Right.
The reason why I didn't get it renewed before is because I also have my medical marijuana license. And I was told that you can't have both. And I found that's bullshit.
It is.
So then there you go. And now you don't even fucking need it. So it doesn't even matter anymore. But how do you feel about that?
I mean,
whether you need it or not need it, do you feel like it's good for people to just carry their arms wherever they go?
I mean, somebody gave me a different perspective the other day that where everybody thinks it's crazy, it's going to be more violent now, whatever, where like now actually like those that would try it just may not try it because
now more people are armed.
Right.
You might have a less success rate. Well, that was the whole argument. Like, okay, you take all the guns away from people. That's not going to take the guns away from bad people.
No.
You just give them more fish to kill. Now no one can defend themselves. So I can see why it's conflicting.
You know, in New Jersey, if somebody breaks into your house, you're supposed to just run away.
You're supposed to what?
Run away.
From your house?
Yes.
So there's no defend your property law over there?
No.
Well, I don't get it. So somebody breaks into your house, you have to run away?
Yeah, if you engage, if you harm anybody, you could be liable.
So there's no self-defense thing over there?
No, staying ground law? Like here?
Ridiculous.
Absolutely not, no.
But how is that even something that can be done?
I don't know, man. I fight. I don't make laws.
Yeah, I feel you, but damn, man, I did not know that, man. That's pretty bonkers.
Sucks dick.
So then what's to stop people from not just fucking going to people's house anytime they want? Mm-hmm. They must have a good cop like system or something like.
Actually, I know a guy that's a lawyer whose house got broken into.
In Jersey.
Okay. Shot back, and he's actually in jail
because he defended himself.
Yep.
Wow, that's pretty fucking wild.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Shout out to Florida though.
But Texas is the same too, I think.
Yeah,
right?
Texas. Yeah,
Texas might as well be its own country.
I mean,
that thing just feels like it's separate from the rest of America.
Texas is cool though.
Yeah, I've never been. I've been wanting to get over there. I went to Nashville a couple weeks ago, which was a pretty interesting town. It's a nice town.
Actually, I fought in Tennessee. Cool.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
I want to go to New Orleans, man.
I went a couple months back with my wife. It's super nice. Definitely, if you like music, it's a great spot for jazz. And
send me the food spots too.
So that's my thing here. I went there expecting better food, and I guess I didn't go to the right places. So people don't kill me in the comments or something and say, have you been
in Puerto Rico?
Yeah, but so long ago. I've been meaning to go back because my cousin lives over there, so I've been meaning to go back.
I was just there, bro. Even a Burger King is good over there.
Best food I've probably ever eaten is probably in Peru. Peru just makes the best shit, man. And it's very, very affordable food.
Word?
Yeah, man.
I believe you.
Like, even the street food is good. Like, I don't know what they put in their shit, but it's really, really good. Mm-hmm. I'm a big foodie, but there's great food here in South Florida.
Fuck yeah.
Plenty of great restaurants.
We're in Doral.
Yeah, there's plenty of good places in Doral. Mm-hmm. There's a restaurant that I went to with my wife. I always recommend this place to people. You ever had Indonesian food before?
No.
Okay, so there's a spot in Hollywood Beach called Krakatau. And that place will probably be one of your top restaurants from now on. You've never tasted anything like this in your life. Like, no food that I've had down here has this kind of marriage of flavor. Krakatau. Something like that. I can send it to you after. But it's a great, great spot.
Man, I'm searching it now.
Yeah. Krakatoa or something like that.
Got it.
Yeah, I definitely want to check that place out. It's
you ever been in Mount Miami? MAU? It's like in Midtown.
MAU. No.
It's like a Mediterranean and Cuban.
I love Mediterranean food.
Fusion.
Oh, so it's a. Oh wow,
yeah.
interesting.
Fucking great.
Wow. MAU, you said it's called?
MAU Miami, Miami. Yeah.
I might have that on Saturday because I'm gonna be down there.
Yeah.
Because I live up north, like in Fort Lauderdale, so it's.
Shit, for real, you come all the way down here?
I mean, I live like 25 minutes from here.
Yeah.
So I'm on the west side of Fort Lauderdale, not the east side. I'm not towards the beach. I'm
Dope.
more towards on I-75, so I'm on the west. But yeah, I mean, dude, I used to drive 45 minutes to an hour sometimes to get to work. Like, I'm not a person that lets distance get in the way of.
Oh, you gotta
work.
get to the money, baby.
Yeah, you gotta get to the money.
Yeah.
And I've always been an early bird, so waking up early has never been an issue for me. Like, so and when I was baking before, like I would have to be at work at like 5 a.m.
Oh, I bet.
And I work, and that place was like 45 minutes from my house. So I'll be waking up like 4 a.m. to go to work. But that's fine because I'm a coffee guy, so I love my cafecitos. As long as I get my cafecito, bro, I'm good to go. But I am not a night person. If you ask me to stay up to 2 a.m., I'm like, bro, nah, I can't.
Nah.
But ask me to get up at 4 a.m., yeah, I got you.
That's crazy.
That's just the way it works.
Opposite for me, man.
Yeah?
I'm ready for a nap now.
Yeah. I mean, you trained, you ate, so yeah, now it's time for the recovery now.
Yeah, and then I go spar.
Yeah.
I got spar today.
Man, I really appreciate you coming out,
Bro,
man.
come on,
this
man.
was
you.
great.
Yeah.
This was mad fun.
Yeah.
I definitely want to have you back the next time you fight, so we can have something fresh, to talk about.
I'll send you video too.
Yeah, bro, take my ass to your next fight, man.
Oh well, no. But I'm gonna send you video of the old fights. Yeah.
No, for sure. I would love to see the Cantero fight.
Yeah.
And if it's not on YouTube, I would love to watch it.
I got you.
All right. So, if people wanted to find you anywhere, what's your social media?
Man, Instagram _ Chacho, that's CHACHO Trinidad Jr.
And if they want to catch you fighting, when's the best place? Or
man, just go on my Instagram or Combat Night's Instagram, Combat Night MMA.
Okay. I'll link all those in the description.
Yeah, they're pretty funny too. Their Instagram is pretty lit.
Nice.
But I'll also support my boy O. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
the
for
Oliver
sure.
Stone podcast. We out here.
Hell
make sure everybody tunes in.
Yeah, man, appreciate that.
And shout out to Round 5 MMA, of course. I love my gym. Miami Luxury Cars, my home. Where I make that money.
Nice. What's the top car you have there?
Man,
you got a Bugatti in there?
We don't.
You have Ferraris, Lambos?
Yeah. 48 Spider, Huracan Evo.
What's your favorite one you've ever driven? I'm sure you've driven them.
You know what, bro? I hate all those sports cars.
Yeah?
My favorite car in there is a S580, Mercedes-Benz. Beautiful.
Oh, okay. So you like the luxury sedans.
I do.
Okay. You like the comfort, the Maybachs.
Yeah.
I want to be in the back seat. Bro, you guys can drive me.
You 100%.
I feel you 100%.
Bro, listen.
I would rather get behind the wheel of the sports car, but that's just me,
bro,
man.
Listen, that Benz, it could give you a massage while you're driving.
That's fucking
Come on, man. You're talking to a stoner. You're talking to a stoner.
I know.
What do you think? Listen, one hand on the wheel, another hand on the joint, and the car's massaging me.
That's crazy. That is bonkers.
Yes. I much prefer that. But like, are they fun to drive? Cool. But like, I'm driving them like this.
Yeah, 10 o'clock, 2 o'clock.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
I mean, I still drive like that. It's the safest way to drive. I don't care how not cool you look. That's just the way you should drive.
I mean, I think I used to have a 5 Series, and I'll haul ass in that car.
I used to beat 5 Series all day in my Subaru.
I bet you would, man. Listen,
that Subaru
but I wouldn't
fast.
race though. I wouldn't race.
Oh, that's my shit.
Word.
I'm a racer,
Slow
bro.
it down.
I would.
Slow it down. Stop.
No, I don't do it anymore.
All right.
But that's my thing. I feel like in a new life or past life, I was a racing driver. Like that's just like I love that. I love the adrenaline. I love it. Bro, there's nothing like going to a race, winning a race, and then you have that shakes.
Oh yeah,
like
I bet.
just the adrenaline. Yeah.
That's fighting for you.
Anyways, bro, I appreciate it, man. Thank you, man. All right, buddy.
I got you, dolls.
Goodbye, everybody.
Hey, y'all have a great day.
Thank you for tuning in to the Oliver Stone Podcast, Safe Journeys Across the Stars.